And we were running around yesterday doing all these crazy recipes, and I started getting ninja with the pizza peel, and I banged my elbow. Pizza peel moves. Oh, it hurt.
It
On camera.
A substantial boom.
I had to try to walk it off. You know, it's tough. Hey team, Chef Eric here. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm going to introduce you into a very fun and easy recipe. This is one of those forgotten about cuts, missed opportunities for a lot of fishmongers and a lot of restaurants. Today we're talking about Quarry Arctic salmon collar, and we're going to do a play on a buffalo wing. So it's going to be a honey sriracha buffalo fish wing. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to do, we've got our KJ up to 400 degrees. Notice I've got the soapstone on this side. I'm going to use this almost like it's a French cooktop to build our sauce. So really fun. Simple ingredients. We just add them all, bring them to a simmer until the butter's melted, and we're off to the races. So let's start out. It is a honey sriracha sauce. So let's start out with the sriracha. Now, if you're not into sriracha and you like Frank's or Texas Pete or whatever your favorite buffalo sauce might be, you can substitute that sauce for this one as long as it has that good viscosity. It can't be too thin. Now let's go in with our honey. Boom, honey sriracha. Next we're going to use a gluten-free soy sauce, tamari. Bit of white wine vinegar. And you know, while we're adding this, we could go ahead and have it on the soapstone or a cooktop. It's starting to heat up. Garlic, lots of garlic. Next, let's go in 4 ounces of butter. Now, this might weird some of you out, but this is good stuff. Fish sauce has a way of just amplifying everything it interacts with. So I love using fish sauce. It kind of brings that savory element. It doesn't, in small quantities, it doesn't taste like fish sauce. It's just an amplifier. So love that. And then last but not least, a little fresh lime juice. Now this isn't your traditional buffalo sauce, but this isn't your traditional wing either. Almost there. I just want to bring it to a simmer, and then we're going to cool it down. We're actually going to use this as a brief marinade on our wing. So we're going to fabricate our wing here in just a minute. We got 2 beautiful Quarry Arctic salmon, but first I need to see some simmer bubbles going on, and then I want to cool it down so that we can pour it over the fish collars so that they can start to marinate a little bit. And that's what we're looking for. Just a little action there to get those essential oils, everything woken up, everybody's hanging out together. We're starting to build flavor. And the aromas are just incredible. We are already winning, team. This is a lot of fun. We're gonna get cooled down now, then I'm gonna bring the salmon out and we're gonna take the collars. Remember, this is one of those pieces you just gotta negotiate your way. Well, let's get it and I'll show you. So you might notice we've got half a salmon here, okay? This is one of those beautiful Quarry Arctic salmon. We just did a fish video that was a really interesting cut. Remember, today we're doing the collar or the fish wing. This was the Quarry Arctic shank. So we did a Frenched shank tail piece. And again, kind of doing some unusual things, but that's just the way we like to do it. And so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of sneak behind that little bone ridge, right behind the gill plate, and sneak underneath the pectoral fin. This is a missed opportunity for a lot of folks that just kind of throw that piece in the bin. So really love to use those 100% utilization ideas. This is one of those that doesn't usually make it on the fish counter. We want to have that pectoral fin as kind of the wing to hold on to that's going to support the buffalo meat. The buffaloed meat.
The buffaloed.
Not buffalo meat, but the wing that's been buffaloed.
There we go.
That's a thing, yeah. Now we're going to get the other side. Again, the collar runs a little deeper than most people think, so we're going to come right through that belly and start angling our way toward the head, releasing with the scissors that gill plate. And you could even do this with your hand if you wanted to. I could put a little positive pressure here and just rip it right off. And now we've still got all this wonderful filet meat to use. You know, this is the prized piece, right? The 5 different cuts that we see in the entire filet. And yet here we are doing some really fun stuff with stuff that usually gets tossed in the bin. A missed opportunity. So let's have some fun with these. Let's go ahead and get them cleaned up and get them in the buffalo marinade. So now that we've got the actual fish wings or collars off of that quarry Arctic salmon, I'm going to show you we're going to trim it down a little bit and just make it a lot more accessible. There's a couple funky little bones in there that we can cut around. So we're going to start with the piece that we fabricated just like that, and we're going to trim it down a little bit so we have just something that's a little easier to eat when it's all said and done. And all we have is this little bone here that's holding on that pectoral fin, and just gorgeous meat all around. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna trim these babies down just a little bit to get rid of a little bit more of that gill plate and kind of give us that wing feel with the handle. All right, so that's pretty stuff. There's a couple of bones that we're gonna work our way around and get rid of. You can leave them in there if you want to, but I like to try to get rid of as much bone as possible so that it's just a lot easier to eat. Now that we've got our meat, our wings, if you will, we're gonna flick off a little bit. You don't have to get all of them, but we're gonna get off some of these scales and just using our knife. They're just so tender, you know, and again, to think that 9 times out of 10 this has ended up in the trash breaks my heart. Okay. We're in. Now we're gonna whip up our cooled honey sriracha buffalo sauce and just go in. And that's about a 30-minute marinade. So we're doing a playful play, I might add, on
a playful
play on the buffalo wing, right? And this is a buffalo quarry Arctic salmon wing. So I want to do a play on blue cheese and celery. Okay, let's do a blue cheese celery slaw using carrots, celery, red onion, and we're gonna spice up a blue cheese just a little bit and add some a superfood, add some walnuts to it for textural contrast. Let's get in it. I love carrots. Good for your eyesight. All right, now we got this beautiful festive looking slaw, play on just blue cheese and celery. I think we elevated the game there. Let's elevate our blue cheese. I'm gonna go in with just a touch of Worcestershire. Yeah, it's got that roasted anchovy in it, so it's gonna bring out some umami. A little sriracha. Blue cheese crumbles. Go hard. Mix it up, and just like making a salad, we don't want to overdress our slaw, okay? So we're just gonna knock a little bit in, and just hoping to get a little bit on each piece. And I wouldn't do this too far ahead of time. This wouldn't be like a day ahead of time kind of thing. This is like 30 minutes before you're serving this dish. Knock in a little walnuts. That is fun. So it's good. We got our fun play on blue cheese and celery. We got our fun play on the wing. We've made our sauce. Now all that's left to do is get the fish on. Let's get them. So I'm gonna bank my charcoal underneath my grill grate. I'm sitting at about 400 degrees, and I want to go skin side down first. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. Last but not least, number 4. All right, now I'm going to close that lid. And we're going to let that Kamado do the magic. You can see the little stream of magic escaping right here. Ah, those aromas as that sauce we made together, dripping on the natural lump charcoal, caramelizing, and then coming up. You see, we didn't put wood chunks in here, but we're getting so much smoke. And once that skin starts to get kind of crackly a little bit, and we'll flip it, and it'll just start accepting all of this. I mean, I'm bathing in this right now. That's how much I love it. This is beautiful stuff. We are winning, team. We are winning. Let's flip this little guy right here. Look at that crispy skin there. We could even flip it back over in a couple minutes if we wanted to, just to get that crisped up just a little more. Pour a little sauce on there. Baste with the tongs kind of deal. This is looking good, team. I'm gonna shut the lid so we can capture a little bit more of that magic again. Start disappearing all this stuff, all these dirty dishes, so I don't have to think about it. Really fun recipe. I think a cook is probably just under 10 minutes on this at 400 degrees. You could lower that cook a little bit and render some of that skin. I think next time I do this, I'll do like 350. Still direct though, I don't want to go indirect with this. And we're just gonna let it go for another 2 minutes, and then we're gonna pop these babies off, let them cool slightly, and go for it. Super excited. It's time. We're gonna start here. Oh, so beautiful. This is the prettiest one. Oh baby, that's got my name all over it. This is super exciting. Again, super unique cut. You could bring this to any party or just do it by yourself. This was super fun. I'm gonna grab by the wing. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful rendered skin there, lush meat, and I love the fin too, especially as a handle. Oh, look at that, look at that. All that fat. And this is a missed opportunity 90% of the time, folks. Get on this. Here we go. It's like belly. It's like the frickin' belly. It's butter, it's salmon butter. That's so good. And I can't forget the crispy bit. Dude. The sweetness of the caramelized honey there. And the butter's doing its thing. Butter's just a gift. Oh, that is fun. The heat is smoothed out. That Sriracha, I like Sriracha a lot because it's present on the tip of the tongue, but it doesn't ruin the second bite. It's not that residual heat. So it just fades away. And then the blue cheese celery slaw. Sitting here being all gorgeous, screaming, don't forget about me, I'm not just a side. I could eat a dozen of these in a heartbeat, okay? And I'm a chicken wing guy. Salmon wing takes the cake. Folks, if you enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoyed cooking it, do me a favor, give a like, leave a comment, hit that notification, subscribe, whatever channel you're watching on or social media platform. Keep watching. We got a bunch of fun stuff coming. Again, Chef Eric here from Kamado Joe. Thanks for hanging out. Happy grilling.